Anybody can run for president. But what I want to tell you, I want you to discuss issue that concerns.
Because I mean, Peter Obi seems to be the most popular Igbo man.
No, why don't you
politically speaking?
No, you are making it. If you are in Labour Party, keep it to yourself.
Who?
You.
Any day, I'm not a politician.
No, listen to me.
I think you have
for the last time.
Yes,
for the last time, let us arrange 2 weeks time. Put Peter Obi there and put me here.
On what? For what purpose?
On any purpose you want us. Any question you ask me about.
You get defensive.
I will say it.
Peter Obi.
I will say it is present.
Is it because they are saying that Peter Obi might beat your party if you contest again?
Let us be serious. Can you? If you don't want to get serious, I will remove my suit and rest here. Let us be serious. I don't want to discuss.
So Peter Obi matter is not a serious matter.
It's not a serious matter in my chapter. That is the truth.
Let's take a breather. Get some water for Senate.
And for APC, yes.
Are you deceiving the president that you can deliver idea?
Me deceiving the president?
Because
I don't need anything from the president to deceive him.
Look, I mean, as a political journalist, just for a moment, sir.
No,
just for a moment.
No.
Look at the trend and the pattern, sir.
This is Oji Uzor, former governor of Abia State. Now, suddenly you are scared to mention Peter Obi's name. You don't want to mention his name. You don't want to discuss Peter Obi. You don't want to talk about him. Yeah, that's how it should be. Yes, you should be scared of calling Peter Obi's name. Because especially interview that has nothing to do with Peter Obi. And I don't know why every time she will always bring up this question. You just want to force words into some people's mouth, even if they don't want to. Yeah, anyway, you can discuss Peter Obi because it's on the race. So definitely you're discussing with people that also matters or have influence. So people who are in politics. Anyways, I just want you to take your time, listen to what Oji Uzor said on this video. Everything he said. Now he said they are magicians. They know what to do to win election. That they are going to win all the states. All the state to Tinubu, especially Abia State. He is going to win. You know, he said that before. He is going to win Abia State for Tinubu comes 2027. That Tinubu has done where all the states should be praising, should be singing Tinubu's useless mandate. That everybody should stand on Tinubu's mandate that already sent people away from their farmland, away from their houses, away from their city to the villages, things like that. Anyways, take your time and watch Oji Uzor what he said on this video. You just leave your honest opinion after watching the video, but please watch to the end and don't forget like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy runner for me now.
To begin with what came out of court today. In fact, yesterday, there seems to be a very heated debate between the Speaker of the House and a lawmaker from federal lawmaker from Abia State, who stood up as a matter of privilege and saying that there is a need for Nnamdi Kanu to be released for medical checks. And there are those who are campaigning on the outside also that the man should be let go. But you are a leader from the state, a former governor, a senator representing Abia State, and those who are asking for Nnamdi Kanu. This, on one hand, it has a judicial angle to it, and it does have a political angle to it. How best do you think? You're a very good friend to the president. You're a son of Abia State, and you are in the center of all of this. What are you asking for?
Well, thank you, Sean. You know, this case is before a court of competent jurisdiction, and I'm not sure it's a very good thing for me to come out openly to start canvassing my opinion without knowing the opinion of the judge. And on the point of the presidency, I think the president is also watching the judiciary axis. Remember, all of us are doing backdoor diplomacy as much as we can because of the respect, utmost respect I have for the judiciary. I cannot make Justice Omotosha look like a fool by discussing his case before a television station. And the president knows we have been talking to him on how best to resolve this issue. And I'm sure very soon the president will find how best it will be resolved. It's before a court of competent jurisdiction.
Is this matter a top priority on the table, President Tinubu?
I cannot say because I'm not presenting.
Oh, you spoke to him about it?
I've discussed this with him many times. And
what was his reaction?
I cannot tell you what I discussed with the president.
I mean, it's not possible. You're telling the people.
No,
people in Abia State.
No. I cannot tell them what I discussed with the president. It's a privilege for me to have spoken to the president. So,
but what would you like? I mean, and I'm not asking you to discuss.
What I like is for them to solve the problem amicably.
After
the judiciary pronouncement, because it's before a court. The Attorney General is there. Anybody can approach. The right process of discontinuing a case can be done by the Attorney General of Federation and not by people shouting either in the television or in their houses. We should respect Justice Omotosha. And this is what I've always said, Nigerians. We must respect the decision of our courts.
So your own prayer would be that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to go home, so that you think that this will allow for permanent peace in the southeast?
It will bring everybody equally. My decision is you should I cannot decide for the court now, but I have spoken to the president, my opinion, and president have my opinion, and some of the legal people have my opinion, and I cannot say my opinion before you, because this case is before Justice Omotosho.
And I'm not asking you to discuss what is before Justice. I'm just saying what
No,
your opinion cannot
no, it's
conflict.
only Nigeria.
You're not discussing whether
I cannot
Nnamdi is a terrorist or
no,
not.
It doesn't make any meaning. Whatever it is, there is a need to come together and work out something between the federal government and that family. So I still believe that is possible.
Look at what happened with Simon Ekpa in the Finnish court, and what we are seeing in the southeast. Before Simon Ekpa was being arrested, and the federal government in Nigeria, and I had spoken with the CDS at the time, and if I asked him the question at the town hall when he told me about what their plans, the prayer to the Finnish government, about the activities of Simon Ekpa all the way in Finland and how it's affecting the southeast region of the country, sit at home, and it does look like there seems to be some calm in the southeast region. What do you make of the Simon Ekpa situation and how it has been handled so far?
No, I cannot discuss such things. Why now? Because I have told you, I've discussed this matter with authorities, high authorities in Nigeria.
That was Nnamdi Kanu's matter.
Whether I pass on, I've also discussed with the authorities in Nigeria.
You seem to be a bit politically. You are trying to be political. Is it because this is going to affect you politically?
No. Listen to me. You know my position about national issues. Because this case is before Justice Omotosho.
Simon Ekpa's case is not before.
No, all of them are the same.
It's not. The case of Simon Ekpa is not before Nigerian court, and I'm asking that since that case has been handled by the court in Finland, there seems to be a relative.
Oh, was that your question?
That was my question about Simon Ekpa. And the fact
since Simon Ekpa is not there, there will be relative peace in the southeast. I'm not sure that it's Nnamdi Kanu's group that are pushing for these problems. But if there is a way that we can sum up all political something and come together and agree on something, and where I have mentioned option A, B, C, D to the authorities, and if the authorities agree with what I profile, there will be peace very soon if they agree with respect to Justice Omotosho's court.
Yeah, one that has told me, and I remember this was several years ago, it's about 14 years ago now, or 13 years ago, I interviewed you in your Victoria Island house in Lagos when you told me that the Igbos are marginalized, and you've said it recently to me also that the Igbos are marginalized. Look at what is happening in Lagos, for example. There are some senators who went to the trade fair complex and who said like whatever has happened there is some kind of marginalization. How do you see this?
Yes, you can see that. You have not had. I'm sure that people have not used when President Tinubu was Governor Tinubu. I was Governor Chikalo in Abia. We had a long run that we were able to settle those matters. There were houses built on canals. I went to Aspanda, I went to Alaba Market, I went to Oshodi Market. On many occasions with Governor Tinubu then now President Tinubu. We inspected all those things and we were able to call Templars and how to ameliorate the sufferings of the people. And I'm sure Governor Showolu cannot wake up and want to suffer the Igbos. But if that is what they are doing, it is not the rightful thing to do. They could have come to a middle cross road. You have breaking the law, and this is the penalty of breaking the law, and this is what you will do. If when President Tinubu was Governor Tinubu, we sorted those things out, myself and him, and we were able to have a common ground.
The position of the Lagos State government here is that they've given notices. And there is also this issue about the federal government and the state government, who has the control over land and its usage, and who owns the property. Where the federal government's own property resides in a particular state, who has the upper hand, who is in control, who is in charge, whether or not those inhabitants or those who own those structures have legitimately gotten the right of occupancy or the right to erect those properties from the Lagos State government. There are a lot of questions.
No, usually it's strong. When the land is by water, you set back. Some are owned by federal government, some are owned by the state government. I cannot see. I'm still going to go to Lagos. I'll make effort to reach to Governor Showolu and his authorities. I'm going to see those things by myself, because if government has said they are set aside and you contravene it, and notices have been given to you, both parties, I'm just saying because of the economic, Lagos state government might be right, because of economic problems, they could have resented by not going to pull down the buildings and find a better solution. I'm not saying when you do what you're not supposed to do, you are wrong. But because
it could be that some of your brothers there were
wrong. They might be wrong. Why not? Because if I gave a setback and you did not follow the setback, the house will be pulled down.
when you told me, and you've said this a few times, that Igbos are marginalized. In the scheme of things, now you belong, at that time, you don't belong to the ruling party. And there is a clamor for
I've never been in the ruling party.
At the time,
I was two-time governor of.
I'm saying that when we had that interview, you were out of. You were not the governor.
I was not a governor. I was not a senator.
Yeah. So, and you said that it was a time for Igbo presidency at the time. Do you think it's still time for Igbo presidency in 2027?
Well, I'm in a party where we have made the decision to feed President Tinubu for the second time. Even if I feel that it's for Igbo presidency, those thoughts are no longer visible because I'm caged up in a party where I have signed to nominate President Tinubu, so it's no longer visible. I don't think it is visible, but the party I belong to have chosen a presidential candidate.
And which is President Tinubu?
Which is President Tinubu.
But in the scheme of things, does it still leave a sour taste in the mouths of the people of your region?
No, let me tell you, we really need presidency, but if a president can be fair to all Nigerians, and be fair to all zones, and be fair and bring justice and equity, nobody should be thinking about where the president comes from. What Nigerian people is asking for.
Is President Tinubu fair to your people?
Well, I'm not in position to say now. All I know, you are giving them whatever constitutional to say. When you are in position of authority, there are a lot of hits from everywhere. So President Tinubu is trying to address these issues.
But you don't think that the Igbos have been fairly treated just yet?
No, since after the Civil War, Igbos have not been fairly treated. I've told you this many times. I don't hide in saying it. Igbos have not been fairly treated in all over Nigeria. And I want Nigerians to know that they need to reabsorb the Igbos and play on the rules with the Igbos the way it's supposed to play, so that everybody will be equal, that the country will develop. As long as you want to clamp down the Igbos, the country will find it difficult to do.
How do you think?
We have a lot.
How do you think that Igbos are being clamped down? Igbos, commerce-wise, upper hand; trade-wise, upper hand; economy-wise, upper hand. Igbos are literally in every nook and cranny of this country. Go to in the interior. You've lived in the northern region of the country. Go to the interior of Bauchi, the interior of Maiduguri, the interior of Sokoto, the interior of Katsina, Taraba. The Igbos are there. Anywhere you cannot find an Igbo man, be worried.
Nobody will live there. I agree with you. But you see,
so how then is
the sagacity of saying, "Oh, these Igbos," the comments discourage people. My children came back here, and when they went out to go around, they say, "Oh, the way they talk about Igbo people in this country." I say, "Well, that is what it is. Igbos have not committed offense. I have not committed offense. I didn't know how the Civil War started. I didn't know how it ended. And we should forget about that. Look at small Rwanda, with all the hatreds in that country. You can see the progress they have made. We should be able to leave this tribalistic something, leave religion, leave ethnic, leave the language I speak for almost 50 years now.
You think that the Igbos are not forgiven, or they are not?
No, they have not been forgiven.
How do you think we can correct this?
It's by being fair to everybody. But like you have tried to drag me to talk about the court of Justice Omotochi, I told you no, because it's not fair to talk about that court. I'm following the law.
What would be fair to be done to the Igbos that will make the Igbos think that they
just rehabilitate them and put them as a part of the country?
How?
Which President Tinubu is trying to do now. Bring them back.
He's trying to do, but he has not done it.
No, he's doing it. I mean, our roads are improving, our everything are improving unlike the way they were left before. Before, nobody talks about the express road. Look at it. Done the Port Harcourt express road going to Port Harcourt, doing the Enugu Lokpanta express road. He's doing a lot of roads in our area, a lot of investment that President Tinubu is doing, particularly in my state.
Do you think that this issue that you are saying, this marginalization or not being unfair, do you think a lack of trust? Do you think it's one of the reasons why an Igbo man has not been Nigerian president since 1999?
I might think so. Not only 1999, because you see, the country have grown so large that it will be difficult to break the country. People have intermarried, people have done investment, people have done all kinds of things. When you watch Mission, I will use Ejiba Football Club to always give you an example. When I was governor, the Ejiba Football Club was there. We never pattern on anything that is not the best. You see, the left foot back, Shaun, Mohammed, Okafor, Ekpenyong, everybody. I used the best 11 to achieve what Nigeria wanted to do. And that is my belief. That is what is in my head. And I believe that every Nigerian have a role to play. And the Igbo should not be demonized. So only Igbo, all kinds of names. My children were so upset the day when they went to Worcester Market. And we cannot...
You think that Igbos are seen as second-class citizens in this country?
Well, whether they are or not, I don't feel so. It's not written on me.
And that's why your ambition of wanting to be president, you still have the ambition.
I still have the ambition. I'm competent to be president of Nigeria. Are you very competent?
But it's not in 2027.
No, it's not. I'm supporting President Tinubu.
So imagine if a southerner becomes president in 2027, that's after 4 years, and I'm imagining now you as a grandfather now, by the time another southerner will get a chance, that will be in another 12 years. 12 years plus your age now, you'll be in your 80s.
No, I'm 65.
Yeah, for 12 plus 12.
What will I be?
You'll be like 78 or close to 80.
President Trump is 79.
So you still can be president.
Yes, of course. If I'm healthy, if God give me life and good health. The question is not age. The question is competency. What is in my brain I need to deliver? It's not when or where. It is how ready you are.
You think that the Igbo should support Peter Obi? Maybe the aspiration of an Igbo man.
Let me be honest with you. I'm a member of APC, and I don't want to discuss Peter Obi. I've told you this before in this channel. I don't want to discuss Peter Obi for any reason. Not for anything, because I don't want to discuss him. You can ask me about the leader of my party, I will answer you. Whether the question is right or wrong, I will answer you.
Each time I mention Peter Obi, you become suddenly uncomfortable.
No, because I don't want to discuss him. I've told you before, Sean. Yeah. Any day you want to discuss Peter Obi with me, give us 2 hours. You be in the model, keep him there and keep me here. And we'll be able to sort it out. This is what
Peter Obi do. He wasn't even your generation of governor. No. He wasn't your class of governor. All of a sudden, does he look, because he's now looking like a leader of the Southeast?
No,
politically speaking.
It's not my leader. It's not. I am the most important politician from that zone. I have won 2 states before of PPA. I have run for president before. My 4.9 million vote is still there. It's 2007. And we achieved a lot with PPA. We had ministers, we had ambassadors, we have all kinds of appointments with President Yaradua. And you cannot be telling...
How to use Okada. The National Assembly will be asking the former governor of Abia, say whether or not Nigerians should welcome that kind of request to be back after this presidency. Let me ask you, you heard a comment from former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who says that there is no one who can attribute the ambition of third term to him.
You know, with very due respect to President Obasanjo, you know, what he said in Ghana was a naked lie. It's a naked fallacy. Because many people, David Mark is alive, Ogbeha is alive, all those people, they're alive. They walked through. May his soul in peace, Senator Chukwumerije one day brought 50 million they shared, and asking me if he would take as his governor. I said, go and give it to him back. Even
so they offered you 50 million.
They offered them. I wasn't in the Even the National Security Advisor now, who know that Obasanjo was lying. So he was at the center of the whole thing. So, and personally, what was my quarrel with him? Because I was the one who told President Thabo Mbeki that he was running for third term. I was the one who told President Bush. I was the one who told these 2 presidents who called him. I was the one who told Mandela, may his soul rest in peace, that they sent for him and said, are you running for third term? He met with President Thabo Mbeki in September of one of those years in New York during the hunger. So I don't know, should Nigeria really be based on lies for statesmen? That is on him.
Former President Obasanjo said, quote, I'm not a fool.
I am telling you,
I wanted a third term. Listen, just a moment, sir. He says, quote, I'm not a fool. If I wanted a third term, I know how to go about it. And there is no Nigerian, dead or alive, that will say, I called him and told him I wanted a third term.
I'm from Cameroon. I'm not a Nigerian.
Did he tell you that he wanted to run?
Yes, of course. He told me in Villa. He told me that I was...
You visited me in the Villa?
Of course.
And he told you he wanted
to run? And that was the beginning. I told him it wasn't possible. He had already convinced some governors. They are alive.
Which
that
governors?
They should... All the governors that were governors when I was governor. They convinced them, let us do third term. There were people like me and few others who said no, including President Tinubu.
Is that where your problem with him started?
That was where my problem with him started. And I told him it's not possible. I'm a committed Christian that I have taken an oath with the Bible that we will do 8 years. So he used to say, oh, President Yadima is still there, President Keruke is still there, Gaddafi was still there, that one was still there. You know, a lot of them he counts, and he left. That is not good to leave. Let President Obasanjo not annoy the gods of our land. Because he wanted third term. And they stopped him from going to be third term.
Do you regret opposing that idea?
I don't regret it. It's a legitimate to do. The beauty of constitutional democracy is time limit. If you are in democracy and the constitution says 8 years, anybody who wants to go more than 8 years in our country is asking God, what will you do? And it is not right. So he wanted third term.
So he told you, because he said that he never told anyone alive.
If his late wife was there, he would say, yes, he told me. He told many governors from the north. I mean, let us be fair. If those governors are courageous enough, they should come out. I said, he said so. He wanted third term. He's not hidden. Why was he quarreling with Governor Peter Obi? He wanted third term. So let us not be deceiving ourselves. The man wants to rewrite history. The history cannot be rewritten. He wanted third term, and we stopped him from not getting third term.
You didn't stop him because you're thinking about the nation. You stopped him because you don't like Obasanjo.
No, we stopped him because of our constitution. Our constitution is the ultimate of everything. The US helped to stop him, and that was it.
The US also participated.
Of course, the US government supported to stop him. That's
under President Bush.
That was under President Bush. So they supported to stop him. So why did he remove Adolf Mubarak? Why did he remove all these people? Why? I don't want to talk about third term. All those people who claim they supported or they did this in third term, we are not near it. So Nigeria must be very grateful to the United States of America, who stood for right and for good of the nation.
There are those who think that someone like Goodluck Jonathan, maybe its time is not yet over politically. Is a comeback for Goodluck Jonathan. What does it portend for your party?
If I'm President Jonathan, I will not think of running for election.
Why not?
Because first of all, it's constitutionally banned by law, and nobody can do more than 8 years of our constitution. So anybody telling...
Are you speaking on the point of law?
No, listen, both point of law and as a politician.
You might be wrong.
Listen to me.
Speaking.
No, I'm not a politician. I'm an entrepreneur who found myself in politics. Because I have second address, third address, and fourth address. So any person who thinks he can... If I'm Goodluck Jonathan, I just become the statesman I am. And let me be honest with you. You want to hear the truth. You know, I say the blunt truth. None of these people parading that will defeat President Tinubu.
When you say none?
I say all the people you think that are parading. Whatever you call them.
Peter Obi.
Whatever you call them. There are none of them.
Where is this confidence?
We know ourselves. All of us know ourselves. We eat on the same table. We know ourselves. What are they going to offer Nigeria that we're not offering?
Nigerians want a better deal.
No, the better deal, because when you go for economic reform, it doesn't come in one day. We had no economy when President Tinubu came in here.
The beauty of democracy is that
we had no economy.
Just a moment.
No, don't push me to economy. Don't push me to economy.
Let me ask a question.
I say we had no economy.
It's not a monologue. It's a conversation.
No, it's a conversation.
Just a moment. If you allow me to put the question, the beauty of democracy is that the people have the right under law. And that is where their franchise is embedded. They have the right to change government. They have the right to retain government. They have the right to decide for themselves who they think is better. Whether or not those decisions are right or wrong, they have the right to exert it.
Thank you. I'm not saying that the people have no right, but I'm saying when you have a right, your right is your right. When you have a place, your place is your place. What new thing are they going to be doing? Before President Tinubu came in, there was no economy. We are just printing naira and recycling and going back and forward. Now, we're a big family, and the reform is taking place. When you want to do a reform, the reform starts getting better. I'm an entrepreneur. I can see the light on the tunnel coming the other side, but it's not trickling down. So the down is still suffering. I can tell you this.
Are you able to tell your friend the truth?
Yes, of course. He knows I tell him the truth.
You told him that the average people, the microeconomic aspect of the economy
is not doing well. Yes, it's not doing well. It will do well, because in every reform, where we are today, the Brazilian government went through this in 2003. And President Lula da Silva brought back the economy where it's supposed to be. They suffered for a couple of years, and they brought back. So these are the difficulties. You can see when you saw last year, the dollar was almost 2,000 naira to a dollar. Today, the dollar is 1,400 and something. The fiscal policies, the other policies are now getting better. You are no longer regulating. The central bank are no longer thinking about selling of fuel, selling of granite, selling of akara. The central bank are focusing on the fiscal policy. And you can see it is the truth.
But the letter for the request for borrowing came to the floor of the Senate.
Yes.
How do you think Nigerians should receive this? More borrowing is not just a moment. When we say we're borrowing more, and we say we are making more money, does that make sense?
No, listen, borrowing does not mean you cannot borrow. It's what you use the money to do. I'm always against borrowing for not implementation of infrastructures. If it's borrowing to do infrastructure, we are better off. If it's borrowing to do rail lines, we are better off. If it's borrowing to do roads that improve the lives of Nigerian people, we are better off. The borrowing to pay salaries is what I don't like, honestly. But the borrowing today is necessary, because in economy, when you are down, let me tell you, because we are Nigerians, I'm not sure you travel to even Obomosho, your village, You don't travel anywhere in the world, so you don't understand the world economy. I'm talking about you, since you want to hit me. If you see, the world economy is in trouble. I know your children and wives live in America, but you don't travel anywhere. You're sitting down here harassing politicians and businessmen. But what I'm telling you is that the world economy is in trouble. And when economies are in trouble, what do? Do you close your hands and allow the economy to get grounded? You have to borrow.
But you mouth that you're making more money. And you're giving
no,
money
the
to
more
the
money
states
is also going to
when
the
you
states.
shut down the subsidy.
Yes, because the share of the federal government is not enough for investment of federal government. So the federal government have to borrow. Because this money is shared. Do you want President Tinubu to finance the federal budget? So his alternative here is to borrow.
What was the explanation for the request for this borrowing?
No, it's for investment. Investment in infrastructure. And you know it's true. You know the borrowing is right, and we have not even reached to the threshold of our borrowing. So for me, I don't see anything wrong at all in borrowing. It's what we are doing with the money. So we're on course. Why don't people give 2, 3, 4 years? My greatest pain is that Nigerian people are suffering down the line. But we need to go through this economic reform. We are not going to go halfway, and this is when SAP started. People say SAP. We need to go back, and the drawback, the benefit we didn't get. You people should encourage President Tinubu. I will advise all those. We are not yet on election date. I would like to appreciate all those running for president to come together in a round table. Let us provide their own experiences and advices to President Tinubu, so we can come together and bring out and work on the economy and let Nigerian people enjoy what God has given to them.
All right. We're due for another break, but I'm curious though, Governor Kalu, because when you say that Igbos they're not being fairly treated, and I know that someone like Godswill Akpabio is from the south. Tajuddin Abbas is from the northwest, President Tinubu from the southwest, Vice President Kashim from the northeast region. Do you think maybe in 2027, if your party gets back, an Igbo Senate presidency will be a fair deal?
I'm not going to discuss that.
Do you want to be Senate president?
I'm not going to discuss.
Is that your ambition?
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
That's what you want to be?
I'm not going to discuss that
Anything
with
president to your name is what you want to be?
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
That's what people around you say.
No, I'm not president of Nigeria.
You want to be Senate president in 2027?
I'm not president of Nigeria.
Why can't you just tell Nigerians?
No. Only president of Nigeria decides what.
But that is what you are telling people that you want to do?
No, have I told you so?
Have you not discussed with your friends?
No, did I tell you so?
No, but
I didn't tell you.
Have you told your friends that you wanted to be Senate president?
No, did I tell you so?
So I'm asking. So
who is my friend?
If you become Senate president, would that be a fair deal for the Igbos?
I'm qualified to be anything. I'm qualified to be.
So I'm asking, would that be a good one for the Igbo?
I don't know.
Nation?
But what would be fair is to give Igbos president of Nigeria,
including Senate president.
Including anything, they can give it to them. Igbos deserve everything you want to give them.
Give me a moment. We'll go for another break, and when we return, thank you so much, Your Excellency. The Minister of Science and Tech and Innovation resigned over allegations of forgery, also perjury. How did he scale the screening? And you were part of the Senate that screened him, and you guys didn't see that coming.
Well, we are not supposed to be looking at certificates. Our duty is to screen the candidates, not certificates. And the Senate did a very good job by screening him. And I congratulate him for resigning, because if you have anything that is in conflict with what you do, you quietly resign, and it's a honorable thing to do. So I'm not even thinking it's an issue for discussion.
Do you think it's a dent as you're one of the leaders of the Southeastern APC? You've lost one person in cabinet.
President Tinubu will replace another one. There's one, when one door closes, another window opens. It's just that I pity him. He's a very good friend of mine, and unfortunately, it happened.
You heard what Atiku Abubakar said about the situation, that it brings disrepute to this cabinet and dishonor to this cabinet, that you find a minister whose university degree certificate and NYC certificate is in contention. And how did such a person even get nominated for that?
It's not the first in the world. Even in the US Congress, there are people, their university degree were in dispute. I don't want to discuss what any other person said.
Is yours in dispute?
No.
So why do you think this is normal?
I mean, I'm not saying it's normal, but I'm just saying that it's not something that should be facing the country now. What should be facing the country is the economic problem.
We are a people that is trying to build a reputation.
Yes, we are
trying to help the world think and know that we are good people.
Listen,
and so when you have...
What the man has done is honorable. It's not supposed to be issue for discussion again. The man found out that whatever he has done is wrong, or whatever he did is not right.
You don't fear prosecution for him because he's in the realm of perjury and it's in the realm of criminality. Perjury and forgery.
You can't do the job of the Inspector General of Police. Allow the Inspector General of Police to decide what his job will be. So why do we like to castigate people over the television or something? Allow the people that is their job to go and do it.
Give us an understanding of what you see for 2027. I see a lot of confidence. It's as if you people have written the result. The way you are so confident. It's 2 years away to the election, but you come with a lot of confidence. Tinubu is going to win. APC is going to win.
No. My confidence shows you because, like in Abia, for the first time, President Tinubu will win there. Because we are working very hard.
What gives you the confidence?
What gives me the confidence is interaction with the people.
Do you know the percentage of vote President Tinubu had in the whole of Southeast?
No, for what he had in 2023 is immaterial. I'm looking at the future.
And you and your friends in the APC want to deliver 100% to Bola Tinubu in Abia State.
No, listen to me, not 100%. President Tinubu is going to make a role. Possibly in 2023, I didn't put all my best. In 2027, if God give me good health, as I am, I'll put in my best. I'll go there to live for 5 months. Mind you, 2023, I just went there for 3 weeks and the election came. I'm going to be there for 4 months, 5 months, living in the place, campaigning every day and night.
And you think that will deliver Abia for APC?
It will deliver Abia to President Tinubu.
Your party has done badly in the last 10 elections in the Southeast. Your party in the presidential election has not been able to pull any weight in the Southeast. So how come you want to win? Your party has not won any Southeast presidential election since 2015.
I'm not going to talk to you anyway. Mind you, my senatorial district, Buhari has 68%.
That's your senatorial district?
Yes, that's my senatorial. President Tinubu is going to repeat the same thing. President Tinubu will have almost, if we work very hard with our people, we have almost the same 68-70% from the people of Abia State. Buhari had 68% because I sat down there and I campaigned day and night. In 2027, if God give me good health and give me the way it is, I'll be there to campaign for President Tinubu. I was telling you and you are arguing with me. I can take a bet with you, but I'm going to be there. You know how I campaign, that I go day and night. I go from morning to night, house to house, room to room, and he will win.
Yeah, it's interesting that politicians always like to take a bet on this program. Unfortunately, there's some people who have planned to go to court on my behalf. Someone has taken a bet like this on this program, and the person had eaten his words. In 2027, we'll see what happens.
No, I want you to take a bet.
No, I can't do that because my job does not allow me to do that.
Okay.
But I wish you the very best. It's good to see you again. Thanks.
Now, haven't watched this video. What do you think about Oji Uzor Kalu? Haven't watched this video. What do you think? You see, let me tell you something. Reasons why they are all talking like this. Him, Dave Umehi, when it comes to Peter Obi, it is because they are jealous. That's number one. They are jealous that Peter Obi has this influence. Peter Obi has this capacity. Peter Obi is contesting for the presidency, to becoming the first president of Igbo land. Peter Obi is contesting to be. They are jealous that it should be there. If anybody should be a president, if anybody should be president from the East, first president from the East since after World War 1966, whatever, that if any Igbo man should be a president of this country, it should be then, or after 1999, since the transition of democracy into democracy. So if anybody should be a president from the Igbo land, it should be Dave Umehi, or it should be Oji Uzor Kalu, or it should be it should be it should be Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo. That is it. If you see all these people now that I just mentioned their names, who still has this, who still politically, they have some influence. That's why the three of them, they are against Peter Obi. That is just the only thing. There's nothing. That is the only hatred they have for Peter Obi. Why do you come up now, this time? Why did you have to come now to say you want to be a president? That's why you see all of them, they are not supporting Peter Obi. Now, you would have thought they have Peter Obi as a candidate from the East. All of them needs to queue behind it. They need to support him with everything to have the first president from the Igbo land. Do you understand? But they are jealous. Dave Umehi want to be. Charles Soludo want to be. Oji Uzor Kalu want to be. That's the reason. And again, Oji Uzor Kalu is eyeing the Senate president. And if Obi become the president of, if they are giving him his mandate because he won the election, or 2027, if Obi won the presidency, Uzor Kalu chances of becoming the Senate president is, the hope is dashed out. Or if at all it's going to take time again. That's the reason. That's just the only reason. And now let me tell you something. In case, if there is anybody, any politicians from the Igbo land to becoming the president of this country, if any Igbo man to be a president of this country, Peter Obi is the only one closer to it. Peter Obi is just a stone throw away to becoming the president, the first president of Igbo land, of Nigeria from the Igbo, after transitioning into democracy. Peter Obi is the only one who is closer to it. Peter Obi is just a stone throw away to becoming the president. He just needs the support of Nigerians. Peter Obi have everything what it is. Peter Obi has already captured the mind of Nigerians, especially the youth, the young ones. Peter Obi, the youth, the young ones, we found favor, we found peace, we found competent character that you can trust, character you need in a government, character you need in high offices, positions. That is the kind of character you want in a country, in a society that works, in a company, a competent company, a company that knows what he is doing, that truly want a progress. Peter Obi is that person, number one in Nigeria, and if from the Igbo land. Is anybody, Peter Obi is the only person who is closer to it. Or anybody from there, these people that I just mentioned, they are not in any way closer to it. Even if they had Tinubu as their godfather, hoping that Tinubu is going to make them, before that time comes, Tinubu would have gone to the other side. Do you understand? Tinubu would have gone to the other side. These people you see, in fact, it's going to be, in fact, yeah, no, that's why you see they are scared of Peter Obi. Now you say you don't want to discuss it. Peter Obi is a burning fire. You cannot mention his name anyhow. If you are not qualified, if you are not qualified to mention his name, you can't mention his name just like that. It's a fire. You mention his name, burn you, fire burn you. That's how it is. He said they should bring you and Peter Obi. Why you are not contesting? You are not a presidential candidate. Why should Shehu bring you and Peter Obi to come and do what? To come and tell Nigerians what? To come and tell Nigerians what? You are not a presidential. If you want Peter Obi to debate, tell your masters to come face Peter Obi. Let them go. Show any platform, special. Let them come, Peter Obi and Tinubu. Let them come and explain to Nigerians. Yes, not you. What business does Peter Obi? What business does he have with you? He has no business with you. You are not his mate. He passed you now. Former governor now is a presidential candidate. You are not. So you should give him that respect as he speaks. Now, even if you senior him by age, in politics now, Peter Obi is senior you. Peter Obi is your senior. Yes, because he's a presidential candidate, you are not. He's a 8 years governor, you are 8 years governor, fine. Do you understand? So that's why you see him and Dave Umehi, they are against him. Dave Umehi say, if anybody should be president, it should be him. Why should it be you? Who is going to vote for Dave? If somebody should vote for you, is it what you did on Arise News that day? Is that what you are going to do as a president that nobody can question you? Nobody can ask you a question? That means if somebody should ask you a question, you are going to slap them, you are going to beat them up, or send your boys after him, after the journalist also. So take it or leave it. Peter Obi is the only one, because I can't imagine me now. I can't imagine the 1 million match last year that we are still going to have in 2027. The millions has been increased. I can't imagine Dave Umehi submitted himself or presented himself to campaign or to be the president of the. I can't imagine myself campaigning or talking about Dave Umehi. I can't imagine myself going now to protest, going now to campaign because of Dave Umehi or because of Orji Uzor Kalu. Why should I do that? I'm too busy for that. Anyways, what do you think? Please leave your honest opinion, and don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, whether they like it or not. If Peter Obi did not be, if Peter Obi has not, your belief say there is nobody from the Igbo land for now that is going to be. If anybody could be a president from the Igbo land, if not Peter Obi now, it's going to take years, another years. It's going to take it. If Peter Obi now, definitely. Nobody, if Peter Obi did not make it this time, which I'm very sure is going to make it, 2027 is going, 2021, 2031, no, Igbo, you just forget it. You just forget it. The power goes back to the north. Once it goes back to the north, 8 years, complete. Anyways, leave your honest opinion and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy now. I want to say to you, Mr. Orji Uzor Kalu, that you are deceiving Mr. President. You are even deceiving yourself and deceiving Mr. President, that you will deliver Abia State to Mr. President. That's a lie. You can't win Abia State. As far as that woman is still there, that professor who conducted that election, the last election, if the woman is still there, you are only deceiving Mr. President. The Abians, they know that all the Uzok, they know Alex Oti is their Messiah. God sent Alex Oti to come and rescue Abia State. So the people are very happy, comfortable with him. So you carry your APC wahala going to Abia State safe. In fact, they will need to stone you guys with pure water during that campaign. Do you understand? So that's how it is. You are deceiving yourself, deceiving Mr. President. As far as that woman is still there, forget it. That professor, since all the job of professor in Nigeria is to rig election, is to change figure for politicians who are not able to pay their salaries, who are not able to increase their salary. So when it comes to election period, they are very good. Politicians are their best friend. They so that they can change figures. With them, after changing figure within your life, you go back. You go back to square one. You remain. Anyways, we are watching. Election is just let's see how you are going to do it. All this rigging that you guys are planning is not going to work for you. This guy is not going to work for you guys this time. You said because you didn't spend much time in Abia State, you only spent like 3 months before the election, you were disgraced. You are still going to APC will still be disgraced in Abia State, because every state APC is a disgrace. So Nigerians are going to disgrace APC this time, this election. Let's just watch out. Nobody should be bragging about all this and that. I'll deliver your state, I'll deliver this thing, I'll deliver this thing. Let's watch and see. Do you understand? Anyways, what do you think? Please.